Well, good evening, gang, and welcome to It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams, and to my right and to your left, of course, is the lovely Valerie Eliason. Hello, Val. How are you?
I'm great.
Did you have a nice Easter?
I did. I had, speaking of,
Has Klaus sent us a gift?
I had a great Easter.
It's awesome, Val. Happy Easter to you.
Thank you.
Happy high holiday to everybody out there, too, in BNN land. I hope everybody had a great, safe. We had the egg hunt on Saturday, and it was great. I did some hosting, and I did played some music, and we had quite a few people. It was a little different because we couldn't get into the parks.
Okay.
So what they did was they did it behind the Emerald Society. There's a big parking lot, and what they did was all through Rossi Square, they hid eggs all in the businesses, which is a great idea. The great mayor of the city, Marty Walsh, was there and cut the ribbon. Our great city councilor, Tim McCarthy, was there. It was good to see Timmy. I like Tim a lot.
Wonderful.
And they cut the ribbon, and all the kids went in 100 different directions with parents. Plenty. I do have to say one thing, though. I want to thank the Boston Police Department in our area. They came out and they made sure that everybody was going to be safe, and they were there to help people get into areas and stuff, because it's a bustling business district.
Yeah.
You know, and we had a lot of families walking around the square that day, so we really appreciate their presence.
That's wonderful.
Yeah, it was nice to see them on hand.
Huh.
So what did you do?
Oh, geez, I went down to Rhode Island.
You did?
Had
Okay.
a nice little brunch with my family.
I saw a picture.
Yes,
Yes.
it was very fun. So very low key. It
Yeah.
was nice to see family.
That's good.
Yeah,
That's
got
great.
to relax around the house a little bit. Did a little collage work this weekend.
That's always nice.
Got to get some art in.
Yeah.
So.
Good.
Now
You made a New Year's resolution that you were going to work on something all the time. Have you kept that up?
I may have skipped March.
Oh, that's not good.
I know. I'm 3 for 4. I got to get back. Maybe I can make it up in May.
There's only been 3.
April 4.
Oh, it would just be gone.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're sticking to it to some degree and digging in and doing a lot of work.
So I hear you have a new addition to the
I
family.
do. The greatest thing happened. For you Facebook friends probably know this, but my dear cat Tony passed away about 2.5 months ago, and I was heartbroken. It was terrible. 2 years old, he got sick, and he died. And I was very broken about it, and I was, been kind of mopey a little bit. I get home from Orchard Gardens on Friday, and my lovely daughter, the fabulous Rebecca, was sitting at the kitchen table with a little kitten for me, a belated birthday present.
Oh my gosh.
And it is a red Maine Coon cat.
I saw a picture. It is adorable.
It is the most beautiful thing. It's got these enormous ears and these big, long legs.
It's going to grow into those.
So right away, I looked up on the internet what to expect and all that.
These are big boys.
It's going to be between 20 and 25 pounds. It's going to eat 7 cans of cat food a day. And, but no, it was great. It was a big, huge surprise. It was great. His name is Larry.
Larry Needles?
Larry Needles, because of what he does.
Needles because of the claws.
Oh, yeah, so little sharp, but it's so much fun. So today was the first day he was home by himself.
That's awesome.
He's only this big, but I'm guaranteeing you the places have been destroyed.
Kittens can get into some trouble.
But it was a real surprise, because Janice was going along, no more cats, you can get a fish.
Get a hamster.
No more cats, no more animals. And they've been working on it together. So she went all the way out to Drake or someplace to buy this animal that she won't tell me how much she spent for. I'll find out.
Well, I'm very excited for you.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
It's nice. We'll have to get, when he grows up a little.
Maybe you can bring him in?
Bring him in.
Maybe him and Klaus
have
can
him
come
and Klaus.
on in the same episode?
We'll do a pet show.
Art Pets Day?
Yeah, maybe.
That would be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We've been working hard in the studio. I've been down there working on a lot of things. Like I've told you before, we scrapped last year's project, and we're doing everything over from scratch. So it's a different process now because we're doing live instruments.
Yes, how's that going?
It's going okay.
You have a new drummer, right?
I have a new drummer, Larry. He's going to think I named the cat after him, but I didn't. Larry Harvey from New Hampshire. He comes down and rehearses with us. He's phenomenal drummer. You know, everything clicked really, really well.
Oh, that's wonderful.
We've worked together before in different groups and different outfits and stuff. But this is mine, and it's kind of, it's good to have him on
That's
board.
good.
Yeah, and the great Andy Hollinger and Tim Casey, of course.
Are you looking to put it in a new CD out anytime
Well, no.
soon?
Well, the CD was supposed to be released in the form that it was probably in April or May. But this probably pushes it back a little bit. Now it's a brand new project, so
Yes.
it could be a few months,
Okay.
But we can only get together once a week, so how much work can you get done? I mean, Tim and I will do a lot more work. See, the object of the game is to get the drums recorded perfectly. And then Tim and I can add this and add that. Andy can come in and add this. I can sing this, sing that. And that moves pretty quickly because that's not once a week. But in order to get the 10 songs recorded with the drums,
Yes.
you kind of isolate everybody else. Everyone's in headphones, and you just record the room with the drums, just recording the drums. And then we kind of apply to that. So that's a different way of recording for us. So it could take a little time.
I did some gallery sitting at the BCA.
Tell me, what'd you do?
It was wonderful. I love spending time in that gallery.
Isn't it beautiful?
They have a great installation going on right now where they took various artists and paired them up with 6 business professionals in the South End area.
Yep.
And together they sort of came up with an interactive installation for each set of
Yep.
artists and business. And it's great. You
Are
can,
they in the businesses, or are they in which gallery?
they're in the Mills Gallery.
The Mills Gallery.
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah,
Oh,
right on
what a
Tremont
great
Street.
place.
Oh gosh, it's such a great location.
yeah.
But it's really fun because you go into galleries and museums, you can't touch anything.
Right.
But this thing, you touch
It's
everything.
interactive. Yeah, you're working with. You're part of it.
Yeah.
That's great.
There's one where you actually get to take glasses off the wall and smash them into these big contained buckets.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so fun.
I had fun at that one.
Yeah, I like
enjoyed
that. One's my favorite one. I think everyone else likes that one too.
Well, that sounds like fun. How long is the installation going to be there? Is it?
I believe it's going to be up there until probably the end of May.
Oh, okay, that's plenty of time to get people over there.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe we should run a camera over there and take some shots.
I would love
I
that.
think we'll do that. That sounds like something we need to do.
Yeah.
Just get some location. I know we've been talking about it and working on it, but we're going to be doing some locations.
Art Week's coming up, I believe, too.
Yeah, it is. Art Week's coming up. BNN is going to be doing a bunch of different things. Here at BNN, there's going to be some live, not live on TV, but live people can come in and meet some people and talk about art and find out some of the different great programs that are going on around the city. We're looking forward to that. That'll be a lot of fun. What else is new? Anything?
Oh, geez. I have noticed they've gotten better about
I have.
this.
I've worked
Been
hard
practicing?
on. Well, yes. I'm kind of now the kids, because we did this thing where I had to pay a quarter every time I did this. And I'll be teaching and I'll do it, and some kid in the back of the car, that'll be 25 cents, Mr. Williams, which was fun.
Oh gosh, how's your class? Now, did you guys
Classes
do
are doing
any
great.
holiday projects with bunnies?
Well, I try to keep the curriculum to the standards that I'm working in. Sometimes I can work in a holiday type of theme using the medium and what we're teaching with, but I try to stay away from really doing holiday. We'll do cards and stuff, but the cards will be done in a certain way where they're working on one of the standards, maybe working with soft pastels or working with acrylic paints or something like that. We just did finish something for the Rosendale Porch Fest.
Oh, yes.
Where we had almost 300 entrances for the logo.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we were really, really proud, and thank you to everybody that submitted work and called and got in touch with us, and all the kids, obviously. We wanted a kids piece.
Yeah.
And I think it's been narrowed down to 2, believe it or not. So next week
Out of 300?
Yeah, next week we'll know. Well, we cut it down first to 60, then down to 30. So it's been a real process. And I've tried to stay out of it as much as I could because I know some of the students, but you kind of say you don't want to be too biased. But a couple of kids from Sacred Heart got picked. So we'll know next week. We'll have a little
Big unveiling.
Big unveiling. We'll have a video thing where we'll get to see a bunch of the different kinds that the kids submitted, and then we'll show the final. We'll unveil the final one on next Monday's show. Probably.
That'll be awesome.
That'll be fun. Yeah.
That would be something fun to get the truck out for and do like a live.
Yeah. You mean for Porch Fest?
Yeah.
Oh, I think you're right. I think that would be a great opportunity. We kind of camp ourselves maybe down in Adams Park, because there's going to be some things going on there. There'll be some performances in that area. There'll be some houses around there. So it'll be kind of an easy thing to do, and maybe interview some of the artists and stuff. It could be a good idea.
That would be killer.
Yeah. Well, we've got a great show tonight.
Oh, we have such a great show.
We got
two amazing guests.
Well, yeah, we've got an amazing artist who's, and we're going to see some incredible work. And there's a great organization here advocating for the arts, and the Art Resource Collaborative. They're going to be talking to Sara from there. So we got quite a show. But before we get too far into the show, I do want to take a couple of seconds to talk a little bit about the organization that keeps us here on the air. We're really, really proud and choked by the support that we get from the Boston Main Streets program. Boston Main Streets is an organization, a volunteer-driven organization that helps revitalize business districts around the city. And what they do is they put on the egg hunt.
Yeah.
To bring all these families and people down to the square to see all of those new kind of businesses that they're bringing to the square and to the business district.
That's the promotions committee?
Promotions committee takes care of most of that, yes. Then there's the design committee. Now, the design committee helps the business that's in there, the new business in the storefront, helps them with their storefront improvement, helps them with their signage and making sure that all of that kind of thing is put together. And then the economic restructuring committee is kind of like the crux of the whole thing, because they really, really break down the demographics of the community where the business district is and works with the property owners so that they'll know what kind of business they need to put into that community. So we're really, really happy about being partnered with them. They've done some great things for us. So if you see an event going on, please tell them that Val and Glenn said thank you very much for their support.
They're incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Another thing is this amazing building we're in.
I love this place.
Yeah, you know, people have asked. This used to be the power station for the for the orange line.
Yep.
They used to run down Washington Street. They took the elevator down, and this was where they got all their power. And BNN moved into here and worked very, very hard with lots of great people to retrofit this into a television facility with 2 state-of-the-art studios and an incredible computer lab downstairs, Timothy Smith computer lab downstairs, where people get to do their editing and learn how to use all
amazing programs.
Final Cut Pro, you learn how to use all of that kind of stuff. And then they put it on TV. It's really, really cool.
This is such a great resource.
Yeah, this side of BNN, you're watching Channel 9 right now, is the news and information side. Now, news and information means that there's nonprofits that can have their own show and invite guests on and do all kinds of things and bring their information and their mission statement out to the people watching out in TV land.
Yes.
The other side is you become a member and you learn how to use all this great equipment and programs and do your own program.
Do your own stuff.
So if you go to www.bnntv.org, click on Janice Williams or Jim Atwood's name, send them an email, tell them you heard from right here, from BNN, from It's All About Arts, that you want to come and be involved here.
Yeah.
This is the place to do it.
Absolutely.
And if you go there right now, we're live on there.
Streaming live.
Yeah. So this is another advantage to working here at BNN. There are people all over the world that can watch your show. And
absolutely.
I know it's true because I get emails from all over the place.
Yeah.
People saying, oh, I stumbled across your show. It was great, da-da-da-da.
Yeah.
You know.
This is a great. I'm going to be on for 17 years.
I've been doing a program here. This is our 17th season.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I've met a lot of artists. When we first did the show, the very first time I walked in to do a show, it was at the transportation building down in Park Square. And what it was this little closet with a hole cut in the wall and the lens looking through. The phone was here to answer the phone in case someone called, pushing buttons, running the whole thing. They put you in there, close the door, someone would say, you're on! And you started. And that was it. No 3 cameras, no people in the booth, no great camera people working for you. No really cool evolved. Desk. It was just, you know. But we've grown from that to this amazing organization that really supplies a a need for people to express themselves, an opportunity to come and learn how to do television production, an opportunity for nonprofits to come and sit at this desk and talk about the things that are important to them.
Yeah.
People can call in and ask questions. I forgot to tell you that. We're coming to you live here. You're able to give us a call if you want. We're at 617-708-3290. If you want to call and ask us what you're doing artfully, this is the opportunity and the place to do it.
Ask us questions about the guests.
Yes, and get yourself involved in the conversation.
Absolutely.
Very cool.
Oh,
Okay, I think we got to get to the show.
I think we do.
Yeah.
Without further ado, we
You know where you can see this show tomorrow?
YouTube.
YouTube. If you go to our YouTube page.
It's All About Arts 1.
With the number 1.
The number 1.
And go into your station, then you put in It's All About Arts 1, and it'll bring you to where all of these shows are being stored and opportunities to see them and laugh at them again.
Absolutely. Or our Facebook page.
You can go to our Facebook page too, which is It's All About Arts on Facebook, and join. We're crawling into that 500 likes, and we want to get there. So we need your help to do that.
In such a short amount of time, too.
Yeah, we've only been at it a few months, and we've got a lot of people that have been very, very gracious and made some great comments. Thank you so much.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So listen, what we're going to do is we're going to take a quick break here. Listen, gang, you're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. My name is Glenn Williams. This is Eliason. Stay tuned, because coming up right next is another edition of our great segment, Val's View. So don't go away, gang. We'll be back in just a couple of minutes. Thanks. Well, welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for hanging in there with us. I want a quick reminder, please. If you do want to join this program tonight, you can give us a call at 617-708-3290. And of course, if you'd like to see this show again and again and again, you can if you go to YouTube and put in It's All About Arts and the number 1. And the other thing that you can get in touch with us is if you go on Twitter. If you go onto your Twitter account and put in It's All About Arts, at It's All About Arts, you will get right to our page and you can send us messages and thank yous and what have yous. It's always a good thing to keep in contact with everybody. But right now, it's time for another version of the great Val's View.
Well, hello. Thank you, Glenn. Thank you, everyone. So I have a couple really interesting things coming up on the agenda over the next couple of weeks. We're going to start off Val's View with the dark side of Boston walking tour. So you would think maybe it should be around Halloween, but it'll be really interesting to sort of start the spring off with this. So this is going on April 11th and April 18th, starting at 6 p.m. You're going to want to meet in the north end at the corner of Hanover and Cross Street. So you're going to be getting a little bit off the Freedom Trail sort of trends and explore the darker side of Boston. So this original guided walking tour will take a look at misery, misfortune, and murder based on real historical events. So there's going to be scourges of smallpox, the dangers of Richmond Street, and even the Great Molasses Flood. This will be really, really interesting to see sort of the more dark side of Boston and the history that's behind it. So second off on Val's View, we have the Boston International Film Festival. That's going on April 16th to the 20th at the AMC Lowe's Cinema on the Common. So this is the only film festival that officially represents the city of Boston and was recently named one of the top 100 film festivals in the world. So it's quite an honor. Definitely should go. So they're going to join them as they celebrate and promote the wonderful art of filmmaking. There's going to be various ticket options available, anywhere from, just going to see one show, or if you want to get a VIP ticket and get before the scene parties and after the scene parties. So whole slew of different tickets you can go online and check out. So last off, we have the Artists for Humanity's Greatest Party on Earth. This is going on April 25th at 7:30 p.m. at the Epicenter. It's the 10th celebration of the greatest party on Earth. It's going to be a dazzling evening of amazing art, design, extraordinary entertainment, inspired cuisine, nonstop dancing. So this is all going to be to raise funds for empowering jobs in art and the under-resourced teens at the Artists for Humanity. So what's better than a party with a great cause? So definitely go check it out online to buy tickets if you're interested. It's always my pleasure to bring to you the events and fun things that are going on around the city. But without further ado, I'm going to shoot it back to Glenn. Back to you, Glenn.
Thank you, Val. That was great. That last one sounds very exciting. Yeah. A party to beat all parties. I think we might have to look into that. Thank you for being with us, and thanks for hanging in there with us, gang. It's right now my great, great pleasure and honor to introduce you to Sara Demeter. Hello, Sara.
Hello.
How are you?
Too great, thank you. How are you?
I'm very well. Thank you for coming in and spending some time with us.
Thank you for having me.
Now, you are the Arts Resource Collaborative.
Yes.
Right? Tell me a little bit about the arts. Do I have it right? Arts
yes,
Resource?
the Art Resource Collaborative for Kids.
For kids. Okay.
It was started 3 years ago out of an initiative that I spearheaded at the Josiah Quincy Elementary School. Mm-hmm. Basically, when found that my son didn't have art, I set out to find local artists in Boston and to give 840 kids, students, art workshops, and they were themed diversity through art. We took over the whole gymnasium, culmination of an artwork festival, raised some funds. Everyone was so happy. The art executive director of Boston Public School came and said, "This is amazing, this should be replicated." And that's where I really found my passion to do this. And that's Art Resource Collaborative for Kids was born from there.
That's amazing, because about 7 years ago, the school I went to, my elementary school, decided they wanted to have arts as a regular part of the curriculum.
Oh, wow,
And
that's
I've been
great.
teaching there ever since.
Which school is that?
Sacred Heart in Rosendale.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm the
That's
arts
awesome.
director there. So I teach. So you and I
That's
have a kin
cool.
here
Yeah,
where
exactly.
it's bringing art to children. One of the things that I think that's important that people do realize is that having an arts curriculum in a school also enhances and supports and strengthens the other subjects that the kids are taking as well.
Exactly, and that's what really ARC does. Basically, we found the gap. Some schools don't even have art, but some schools do have art, and only one teacher for, like, let's say, for example, 840 students.
Yeah.
But it's like 1 hour a week, and that's not enough. Art should be part of the whole curriculum. It should be like math, like English.
Well, exactly.
Like, science. Like the whole big talk about STEM now, but what about STEAM?
We're a STEAM school.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what we're really trying to do. We're unique. ARC is unique in that we actually collaborate with classroom teachers in the classroom. Our teaching artists collaborate with the classroom teachers to incorporate and integrate the themes of the academics that kids are learning.
Yeah.
Into our curriculum.
Well, that's exactly what the stream. We do stream because we add religion to it.
Oh,
Cool. So, excuse me, I'm sorry.
You do it all,
tipping.
right?
We do it all. Well, we're a parochial school, a parochial private
Yes,
school. So
yes.
we get, but to do the STEAM education, where we're collaborating with the other teachers. I can always find something for technology. I can always find
That's
something for
great.
science, for math.
That's great.
There's always room to get any of that kind of thing enveloped into the arts program. And what it does is when the kids come in and they say, I tell them, here's what we're going to do. And we're going to talk about the percentage of red in orange. And we're going to break it down into decimals. And they go, oh, well, we did this. Yes.
Yep.
And something, it enhances.
It's math.
It's
Yeah,
math.
it's math.
There's a lot of it.
It's all there.
Yeah.
And that's why it's really essential and, art part of education. It really helps students develop their critical thinking, thinking really outside the box. It's really the foundation, and they found a lot of research on this, the foundation to, and a correlation to high academic achievement.
Right. We should find a way for you to come over and visit our school.
Oh, I would love to, yes.
You can see it in work, in working inside
Let's do
of
it
the
as
school.
a plan.
Let's
do it.
Plan. Let's do that.
And we have
you
a
have some
pilot.
projects and stuff coming.
Yeah, but we have a pilot program that we're doing STEAM with the Quincy School too. We're
Quincy
doing a
Public
grant
Schools?
with the BCNC, the Boston.
Yeah.
And it's all exciting. We're really trying hard to make sure, like basically our program is reaching most of the students in the Boston Public School.
Yep.
So we need the support of so many wonderful individuals that we have,
do.
and also the Mass Culture Council have been really
I wanted to get into that part. You just so parents understand how critical this is and how important it is. You've got some of the major organizations in the Boston area supporting you guys.
Exactly, yeah.
Mass Cultural is
The Mass Culture Council, they support us. We have a grant now with them is for youth art, actually to develop our STEAM programs, because we did pilots and now we're going to develop it even further. And we also have the Boston Foundation.
Yeah, that's great.
It's great. And we have part of the Art Week we're doing. We're going all over now. We have so many events, so exciting. So our basic part of our mission is to celebrate culture and community through the arts and engaging students through the arts in learning.
Yep.
So we have part of the Art Week we're doing May 9th, a Heart for Art event is right on the Common. Ben & Jerry is a big sponsor of us, and they are going to be there giving ice cream after you draw and paint your heart. People donate their hearts back to us. And we display the hearts at different businesses, and the different businesses, they choose an item to sell so that all the proceeds, 100% of the proceeds of that item, like cookies, like Haley House did that last year. And basically they give it to support the arts in the schools.
Making the awareness is what's very, very important. I think people don't realize, because where I'm so close with it, I mean, I've had parents come in and say, well, how can my kid get a B in art? It's really not that. And you look at that person and you go, listen, this is real.
No, it's real. It's not a luxury either. It has to be part of, every day.
Yeah. It really does. What are some of the other programs
So
you've got?
we're also doing an amazing, huge mural that's coming up, hopefully this summer, in collaboration with Mark Cooper. I'm sure everyone knows him,
Sure.
and he's a professor at SMFA at BC.
Yeah.
He's incredible. He's international. And basically, we're collaborating with him to incorporate our students' artwork from the Gardner Pilot Academy in Alston to basically take their artwork, which titled I Am, because we really focus on the students' identity. In order for them to understand the world around them and their community, they need to appreciate and understand about where they're from, their own identity,
Yeah.
who they are. So it's coming up soon, hopefully, but we need a lot of support for this.
And the location is
it's
going to
be in the Fenway.
in the Fenway, right next to
yeah.
Fenway Park.
Right across, yes.
You couldn't find a more exposed place. I mean,
It's
there's going to
great.
be people, all the people that'll see that during the summer.
That
It's
area
great.
needs art, needs
Yeah.
murals.
Yeah,
I,
it does.
I really wanted to see it as a mecca of, this murals, public artwork.
Yeah.
Just not to go just to see the Red Sox, but
Right.
also to see these amazing murals
sure,
done by the
absolutely.
youth. You're
Well,
creating.
the Boston Arts Academy's right there. I mean, there's all, it's all kinds of things.
But we
tied
need to
into
bring
that.
it up, yeah.
I think you've said something that's really, really interesting is diversity of our community, and how we have to make sure that our younger citizens are identifying themselves from the culture that they come from.
Yes.
There's no better way to do that than through the arts. I mean, the arts
Exactly.
are the true international language. I mean,
exactly,
and
yeah.
everybody, regardless of where they are in the world, when they look at a beautiful painting, they all go, ah.
It's a universal language.
Yes, it is. It really
yeah.
is. How do
It's-
people
it's
get in touch with you? Sarah?
They basically go to www.arcboston, ARCKBoston.org.
.org.
Yes.
We're going to link
And-
that up on our site and make sure
Great.
that we get that out and around.
Sure,
Sarah,
yeah.
thank you so
Oh,
much.
thanks for having
thank
me.
you
This
for
is
being here.
wonderful.
This is great. Listen,
Thanks for
don't be
advocating for the arts.
Oh, please,
for
don't.
Our kids.
It's a huge, huge thing, and it was our mission from the beginning to make sure people got to meet people like you
Thank
that are
you.
doing these
Thank you.
amazing
Thank you
things.
for having
don't
me.
don't go away. And listen, the door's open. If you want to come back and talk about anything, bring some kids next time or something. You're always welcome.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Thank
listen,
you.
gang, hang in there, okay? Because we're going to be back in just a couple of minutes. We've got another guest. We've got a half a show to go. Please don't go away. You're watching BNN-TV's It's All About Arts. We'll be right back.
2. 1, 2, 3.
Well, welcome back, gang. Thanks an awful lot for hanging in there with us. I do want to remind you that this show will be on YouTube sometime tomorrow or tomorrow evening. If you go to your YouTube station and type in It's All About Arts and the number 1, that'll get you right to the whole list of all the things that we've been doing. And right now, it's my great pleasure and honor to introduce you to Andrew Zabela-Zabelin. How'd I do?
Fine, how are you?
Fine, that was good. Andrew, thank you so much for coming. And he's interpreted. Your name is
Anna.
Anna, hello, how are you? Anna and Andrew.
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here tonight. I appreciate it. Andrew, where are you from?
Откуда вы?
Russia.
Russia. Thank you for coming in. How long have you been here in the States?
Сколько вы
It's
находитесь в
enough.
стране?
How long?
Enough.
Long enough. Okay. That's a great answer. I love that.
Отличный ответ.
I'll talk slower. I'm sorry. As you can see, we've got Anna is going to be our translator to make sure that I don't, well, not just because, right? Little help. And of course, the lovely Val is with us as well. Andrew, we've seen some of your beautiful, beautiful work.
Видели потрясающе вашу
What
работу.
medium
Thank you.
do you paint in?
Через какие материалы вы?
Oil,
Oil,
acrylic.
acrylic. Do you mix them?
No.
Смешиваете?
No, you do
No.
what?
I have two ways. Работаю в двух направлениях.
He works in two directions:
Fine art
fine art
and decor art. Decorative art.
and decorative art.
Creative art. Explain creative art to me a little.
Decorative art я работаю в commercial и residential, декорирую помещения.
Creative art, he works in a residential and commercial building, and he paints and decorates the buildings.
Oh, murals?
Murals, yeah.
Large
does
scale.
Pano, yeah. Sculpture.
Yeah. Which do you prefer?
Какие вы предпочитаете?
Doesn't matter for me. Just, я больше думаю, как чтобы мне было интересно. Интересный проект.
It really doesn't matter for him, but he does something that is really interesting for him, and everything is interesting.
Okay. Are you a realist?
Вы работаете в реализме?
Impressionist.
Impressionist?
Impressionist, but in a fine art.
In the
Decor art, any style,
any style. What?
any techniques. And
Now, when you work on a commercial building, do you have to work with the owners of the property to determine what you're going to do?
yes.
Вы работаете с владельцами здания, где вы...
Yeah. And is that a long process? I mean, do you have to meet with them and determine what they want? And
Это длинный процесс.
Да, сначала работаешь с архитектором.
In the beginning, I work with the architectures.
Я приготавливаю набросок, скетч.
I prepare sketches.
If everything's fine, I start.
you go.
work.
Now, let's talk about the fine art. Do you work with people live?
Yes.
You do. Do you work from photographs?
Sometimes
Yeah.
photograph, sometimes from life.
Light from life?
Yeah.
Do you go out and do any plein air painting outside?
Yes.
Yes, you enjoy that.
Yeah.
Now, oil paints take a long time to dry.
Высыхают очень долго портреты из...
Yes.
Do you get your sketch work outside and then bring it in?
Вы
I like it.
выставляете?
I like it. Alla prima techniques. Alla prima.
Okay, yeah,
start and done.
Yeah,
If you work in a plein air.
yeah. Get it done and that's it.
Yeah. If you're painting some model too, like 40 minutes, you do sketch, oil sketch.
Yeah. You work that fast?
Yeah.
How many pieces do you work on at a time?
За момент времени сколько работ вы можете сделать?
Ну, если на пленэре я могу сделать 3-4 работы в течение дня.
I can do 3 or 4 works during the day.
That's great. Now, do you have a space to work in now?
Есть ли у вас помещение, где вы работаете?
Комната есть, да, небольшой, ну,
I have a little room where I work now.
That's good. That's the artist, the life of an artist.
Жизнь художника.
Я здесь недавно, всего 6 месяцев,
I'm here in
и
Boston really recently, just for 6 months.
я
welcome.
сейчас ищу студию.
And I'm looking for a studio.
There's lots of them. There's lots of space.
Очень много студий
Yeah,
здесь.
there's artists have great spaces to work in Boston. How do you like Boston?
Как тебе нравится Бостон?
Я не очень хорошо его еще знаю, но мне нравится.
I don't
То,
know Boston that well, but I already like it.
Well, you were here for one of the worst winters we've ever had.
Yeah.
The more snow than we've ever had. So
Да, вот это и задержало, что я не смог познакомиться особо.
Because of that, I didn't have an opportunity to meet many.
Lots of snow and sitting.
well, I'm glad to see you're out here and you're with us now. Thank you very much for coming and,
Thank you.
and spending some time. I know that we have some art to look at, so why don't we look at some of the pieces and maybe you can talk to me a little bit about what we're looking at as we go through them.
Может быть, расскажете о том, на что мы смотрим?
Да, у меня был заказ портрета.
How big?
I had an order for the to paint that portrait.
Size?
Story
Какой
by
размер?
40.
30 by 40? Okay. Beautiful.
Yes, it's stunning.
Ну, я имел заказ на, в общем... ну все уже, ладно, прошли.
Oh, I love this. Now, was this the one in the library you
Yes,
mentioned?
Та, которая в библиотеке.
Да, Kids Department.
I love how the light comes down through the ocean.
Oh, it's beautiful.
It was in a kids department.
Oh, they love it, I bet.
It's beautiful.
Да, вот,
It's very traditional and classical.
Это очень
Very
классический,
classic.
традиционный
Yeah.
стиль.
Very beautiful.
это очень интересная история с этой работой.
There's a very interesting story connected with this work.
Okay.
Мне заказали портрет.
I had an order to paint a portrait.
Not this, like brothers and
This one.
sister.
A portrait of a brother and a sister, of siblings.
Вот. И я сделал портрет, а вот эту композицию я сфотографировал, когда ее няня одевала ей туфельку.
And I painted that portrait, but this composition I painted when her babysitter was putting a shoe on her.
Я убрал бэбиситера.
I took the
Took the babysitter out.
Я поставил цветы, и
I placed
получилось.
those flowers,
И получилось.
beautiful.
and that's what happened.
That's great. Ah,
А вот это я в балетных классах делал наброски.
I did those sketches at the ballet classes.
Вот, но это портрет вот этой девочки на первом плане, вот на ней на ней сконцентрировано все, и там портретное сходство.
I concentrated on the first woman you can see first.
Girl, маленькая девочка.
This little girl.
It's like portrait and
Yeah.
painting same time.
yes, beautiful. Oh,
It's like portrait and painting same time.
I love the ballerinas as the subject matter. They're just so graceful and elegant. To be able to portray them in such a beautiful way as you do
it's
is
the
wonderful.
movement.
Очень красиво изображаешь движение балерины, она очень грациозная на картине.
Вот это моя любимая
This is
работа.
my favorite work.
Это такой вечер дождливый. И вообще люблю очень дождливые улицы.
This is a rainy evening, and I really love rainy streets.
Это
Where is this?
моя страсть. Это
Где
с
это?
Иллиной,
It's
Illinois.
Либертивилл, small town.
This is my passion, he says.
It's beautiful. I can feel it. There you
Можешь
are.
почувствовать, вот ты там находишься.
А вот это тоже интересно. Вот это уже декор.
This
You're doing
is decor.
frescoes?
Фрескос, yeah.
Ты делаешь фрески?
It's
This is
decorative, my work. I have business, decor business. И вот вот этот потолок я писал 6 месяцев вместе с баром.
I was painting this ceiling for 6 months together with the
Да,
bar.
один я. Ну, в смысле,
And I
myself.
was the only worker who was doing it. He was the only artist.
Вот, и если вы посмотрите, в общем-то, потолок, он прямой.
Yeah, yeah.
Actually, the
Lift.
ceiling is
It's
really
flat.
flat. If you will take a look.
Вот, и все иллюзии, вот эти вот иллюзия
And all those-
объема, это просто как трампойл.
And all those illusions of volume, they're like a trompe-l'oeil.
Just put right shadow and...
You just put bright shadow, and here you go.
It's so realistic. It's unbelievable.
Очень
It's
реалистично.
Beautiful.
Красиво.
Thank you.
How long have you been painting?
Сколько лет ты?
С 7 лет.
I'm painting since I was 7.
7 years old.
Yeah, my father artist.
Your father was an artist, so you were surrounded by painters. There was a lot of painting going on
Ты был окружен многими
in
художниками.
Russia.
В России?
Да,
Yes.
да. Но больше я дружил с актерами, с поэтами. В общем.
Did you study too?
Yes.
Talk a little bit, please, about art education, and because we talked with our first guest about how there's a lack,
Поговори, пожалуйста, больше об
especially
образовании,
for younger kids.
об этом образовании, потому
Ну,
что здесь,
это
мне кажется, его недостаток.
Да, потому что у нас в России
In Russia.
образование очень серьезное.
We have a very serious education.
Сначала, вот я начал с 7 лет, занимался с отцом.
I began to do art at the age of 7, and I was working with my father.
Вот. Потом поступил в художественную школу.
Then I went to the art school.
Вот. Потом некоторые поступают в техникум.
Then some people go to college,
Вот.
art college.
Нет, сначала техникум, а потом уже арт-колледж.
First
Это
regular college and then
it's,
art college.
вообще-то лет 10-12 надо учиться, в общем-то, чтобы
You have to study for 10 or 12 years in order to paint
Serious,
properly.
Everybody?
Все?
не все, но, в общем-то,
I mean,
Not
there's,
everyone, but
there's got to be built-in talent. Your
yeah.
father,
должен быть талант у тебя.
must give you something.
Да,
Отец передал тебе что-то.
да, конечно, потому что на
Yes,
самом
of
деле, и, в общем-то, поступил в институт ради просто диплома, потому что отец мне дал образование очень хорошее.
In reality, I went to the university just for the sake of a diploma, but my father was the one who gave me all the education.
Yes, I'm sure.
Yeah, because
It's
talent,
so close, you know.
yeah, talent is
What's the opportunity
Important.
for artists in Russia? Are there lots of
Какие возможности
galleries and opportunities
для
to
художников? Есть ли много
do
галерей,
work?
где они могут выставлять
I'm
свои
only asking
работы?
because I have no
Я
idea.
спрашиваю только потому, что у меня нет.
ну, там просто я уже давно там не был, поэтому
I haven't
сейчас
been
уже
to Russia
другая
for a long
страна.
time.
Oh, okay.
Now Russia is completely different country.
Потому что я, в общем-то, был в Советском Союзе, в
I
общем-то, еще.
was living in the Soviet Union.
Okay.
Поэтому это different.
It's
Big
totally
different. Oh,
different.
it's a lot different now. I'm sure it is. Where can somebody go to see your work now?
Где люди могут увидеть ваши работы?
Здесь, в общем-то, я вот сделал в одной церкви, вот,
Here I did some works in a church.
in a church for kids,
kids?
For
mural,
kids.
yeah.
Is there a gallery show coming up?
Я работаю сейчас над этим, но еще не знаю точно где, но я готовлю.
Yeah.
I'm working on it right now. I just don't know where exactly it's going to be, but it is going to be.
You're going to let us know.
Обязательно
course.
You know, and
сообщите.
once you have a date, come on back.
И
You
когда
know,
вы
course.
фотографии день,
we'll
вы
talk again
возвращайтесь,
some more.
и мы
Okay.
опять поговорим.
Thank you.
Andrew, thank you. Thank you for
Thank
coming
you.
in and being with us, Anna. Thank you so much
Спасибо. Thank
for
you.
being. This is just regular talk, right?
Это просто обыкновенный разговор.
Yeah, thank you, Anna.
Thank
It's
you
great.
very much.
You're beautiful, beautiful work.
Thank you.
Потрясающая
I think
работа.
that you're obviously a successful artist. You're going to be great. Not bad, huh?
Ты очень успешный художник, и у тебя все получится.
Me?
You artist too?
Yeah, I throw. Palette
Он
knife.
бросает просто, наброски делает.
Abstract.
Sand. Mess. Big mess.
Interesting.
Thank you very much. You know what we're going to do is we're going to say goodnight. You stay with us and say goodnight together?
Yeah.
Val, got anything up coming up you need to throw in there?
Oh, geez.
I can hear Larry right now.
Your cat calling. I can hear him.
Look, my hand, the cat.
I love it, kid.
I love him. Me too.
my favorite
Me
thing,
too. Okay, good.
I think as it gets warmer, I'm going to start trying to paint a little bit more
Please,
outside.
please do.
Yeah.
I hope we're inspiring you.
Oh my gosh,
Look at
how
this.
can
Isn't
I
this
not?
gorgeous?
This artwork is unbelievable. I'm so glad we have a real alive piece
Oh,
here
yeah,
too that he
it's
brought
amazing.
in.
You just can't tell.
Но я сейчас
online.
больше, скажи, концентрируюсь.
Is there a website?
Если у тебя веб-сайт,
Я сейчас работаю его, делаю ремоделинг.
he's working on remodeling the
Remodeling.
website.
Let us know so we put it
Okay.
up,
Дай знать,
okay?
чтобы они
Listen,
выставили
thank you
рекламу.
very much. Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much.
much.
Val, thanks an
Thank
awful lot.
you.
Okay.
Yeah,
Hey,
thank
gang,
you
thanks an
both.
awful lot for being here with us. This was a fascinating, fabulous show. This is a couple of weeks in a row now. We've done some pretty good shows, and this one here is right up there with all of them. Listen, gang, thanks an awful lot for being here with us. Get out and do something artful for yourself. If you're not inspired to paint after watching this program or taking up art, you're not paying attention. Listen, like I like to say, please keep in the forefront of your minds our mothers, fathers, sons and daughters, aunts and uncles, nieces and nephews on foreign soil. Do something artful. Do it for them they will appreciate it. And we'll dig you next week, okay? Right? Val, thanks, and I'll see you.
Thank you, Glenn.
Okay, bye-bye now.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.